It's June 26th. About 10 o'clock. I'm getting ready to go to bed. I fell off the wagon a little bit today. I had 2.5 cigars. Trying to get it under 2, 1.5. Got the doctor's appointment in the morning. I'm just a little stressed. Yeah, I mean, I already know about the emphysema. I'm just, they're doing blood work and all that stuff. So naturally, my brain's going into overdrive of, oh God, what else? Anyway, didn't get the car back. Talked to the guy. He called. Actually, I called him about 3 o'clock. I let him know, I'm like, if it's going to be done in the near future, we need to fix, and I need to grab a bus. And he said that it was, they were putting it back together again now. They were going to take it for a test drive. It looked good. They had already run it a little bit, and it seemed to be okay. But he didn't want to give it back to me, knowing that it wasn't right, which I can appreciate. And we had it rebuilt. The 1-year warranty expired in April, so 15 months ago. And some of the parts that were in there, according to him, and I have no reason to not believe him, especially considering the treatment we got at the other place, he's like, they did not do a thorough job. There are parts here that should have been replaced. I can tell that they're not a year old. They are older than a year old. This was not rebuilt correctly. So, cool. So the plan is go to the doctor's appointment tomorrow morning. I have to fast, so I'm going to be taking a couple shots of soda here in a minute. And then I have my bottle with water, because I'm allowed to do water. I'm going to fast until we get there. I'm going to take a couple of protein shakes in my backpack, get a cold bag. That way, after they do the blood draw and whatever, I can get something in me. Because I'm sure I'm going to be a little shaky. About a 3-mile walk to the clinic. Could be worse. After that, called the guy. Was that a Seinfeld stand-up bit? I think it was. He called the guy. Might have been Richard Jenny. I don't know. Call him. Hopefully the car is ready. And grab a bus or something like that and go over there and drive the car home. And I got a chiropractor appointment at 3, which will be good because I had to cancel my appointment last week. My back is... Oh, I don't think I've mentioned that here before. More health things from Mark Wolfking. So in 2010, and it's easy to remember for me because it was 10-10-10, October 10th, 2010, I was on my way back from the shop. I was on the Howard Franklin. It's a bridge in Tampa. It connects Tampa and St. Petersburg, Clearwater. If you're from here, you know it. It's like I want to say it's a 1.8, 2-mile long bridge. It doesn't have any crazy bells and whistles. It doesn't go way up in the sky or have a drawbridge or anything like that. It's pretty much straight on shot bridge. But it was about something you'll probably start reading ahead here in a second. It was about 3 a.m. We had a gaming tournament or something at the shop, so I was leaving. I normally would go home midnight-ish, but on this occasion the tournament had run a little late, because they do. And so I was probably about halfway across the bridge, and I saw headlights appear. I was the only person on the bridge for a while, about a mile into it. And I saw headlights appear at the very, very beginning of the bridge. You can actually see that far back, you know. And I got probably about half a mile. Within half a mile, he had overtaken me. Ran me in the rear quarter of my precious little Toyota. Yeah, the accident investigator, it didn't look like it did that much to my car. It didn't look like it did that much damage to my car, but it did damage to me, although I didn't realize it until the next morning. But the accident investigator estimated that the guy was going 95 or 100, I was going 60. He hit me at 30 to 40 miles above what I was going. But yeah, the next morning I woke up and I felt like Tin Man. I was having a hard time getting out of bed. Went and got tests and all that, and I have eight herniated discs in my back. Well, actually, my 4 lower vertebrae and the 2 middle of those 4 are ruptured, and then the 4 upper vertebrae in my neck are also herniated. So the ones in my neck don't bother me too much. Although if I'm on the computer too much, if I'm playing video games or something like that, sometimes my right arm will my fingers will start to like tingle, like fall asleep, whatnot. And one of the doctors that I saw said that I probably had some nerve damage from the impact of my neck. My lower back, daily pain. At best, I'm walking around 24/7, at a 2. That's best case scenario. It's frequently worse, but always in pain. So that's a thing. And there's not a lot they can do for that. There is one treatment, but I'm not going to do it. It's called spinal fusion. They basically take out the vertebrae and put in a metal rod. Now, as long as I recover from it, the surgery and all that, without any weird hitches, it would be a full recovery, pain-free, blah, blah, blah. But, you figure your spine is like a fully mobile spring. I'm going to have a metal rod instead of flexible parts. So I won't be able to bend certain things. I won't be able to do physically anymore. And I don't know, the loss in mobility kind of alarms me. Not as interested in that. Anyway, yeah. With the emphysema, I forgot to mention that. Anyway, yeah. So I got that going on too. But I'm more worried about my lungs than I am my back at this point, because that won't kill me. It just hurts. Anyway, yeah, I'll update you tomorrow. See you next time.